you spoke about your own sort of um, ability to ask deeper questions, right?
Mm.
And I've been thinking about the fact that there are some people on this path who just don't have that intellectual curiosity, and
Yes,
I could potentially be one of those people.
yes.
And when I read Bhagwan's teachings,
Mm.
I am just accepting those teachings as the truth based
Yeah,
on my own love for him and the fact
yeah,
that I believe that here's a person, a being who is speaking the absolute truth. And I
yes.
wonder if that in some ways is an impediment
No,
to
not at
progress.
all.
Because
Not at all. We're all of different nature, but ultimately, we have all been drawn, we've all been attracted by Bhagavan. And ultimately, the Bhagavan often said, Bhakti is the mother of jnana. That is, the love is the key. Is the key. So there are many people who ask questions, but their mind still keeps on going outwards. It's so we're made of different nature. I mean, for me, I I was brought up as a Roman Catholic, but I asked too many questions. I remember once I went to school that was run by Benedictine monks, and one of I it wasn't that I didn't want to believe, but I wasn't satisfied with just believing because I was told this is what you have to believe. And they say faith is a leap in the dark. That didn't seem to make sense to me at all because I said, then you can believe anything. Why to believe one thing rather than another thing? So I was always asking questions. And once when I was asking him, once I got an idea, the mystics are people who have some direct experience of these things. So I remember asking one of the monks about, can you tell me about the mystics and or tell me about some mystics to read or something? And he said, oh, this is that type of thing is not for you. I said, why? He said, because you're not religious. I said, why do you say I'm not religious? He said, because you ask too many questions. So it was I was just never satisfied because I could never get answers that satisfied me. But that was a blessing in disguise because it was that curiosity and that wanting to get answers, wanting to be intellectually satisfied that drew me to Bhagavan. And of course, as soon as I when I went to India, I didn't know what I knew I was looking for something, but I didn't know what I was looking for. Only when I came to Tiruvannamalai and read an English translation of Who Am I, Nana, it probably wasn't a very good translation, and I probably didn't understand it very deeply. But as soon as I read it, I understood this is what I'd been looking for. Um, and then very soon after that I was brought into contact with Sadhuam, and it was very fortunate, but I mean, I was very fortunate that Sadhuam was there at the time because nobody else was able to answer all the questions I had. And whatever questions I asked him, I always was getting deeper and deeper answers. But that was my particular path. That's not necessary for everyone. If you have love for Bhagavan, that's all that's needed. That I mean, the, whatever little or great love we have for Bhagavan, it's entirely by his grace.